Hi everybody, it's me, Troy again, no one in Troy again.
What's going on, people?
And this is a continuation to our first video, and we're gonna talk about the same, no we're not actually. I had a couple of questions that people asked me about that part. So much to ask you, but I think we can discuss those later because I think they apply to actually a later time in the book. So this is the question that I wanted to ask Troy. And I'll probably ask him when we start the conversation. So, I'm not sure when I told you in detail about what I did to care for Steve, but it was early on, I don't know if it was probably that night on the show talking, or maybe I didn't end, but not probably 2 weeks, it couldn't have been that long. But eventually I told you in detail what I did, and you still continue to use me knowing it did. So you told you that I had slept with him. How did that make you feel? Like, how did you feel about that?
I don't think you told me you slept with him in the beginning. No way I didn't do that.
When did I tell you that?
I didn't find out till later. Like, it's like...
I told you.
That wasn't early. It wasn't early.
Oh, you asked me.
Yeah, it wasn't early.
You asked me. You asked me.
Yeah. And
You asked me that question?
No, I think
I didn't
ask you that until maybe months later.
It wasn't that long.
It wasn't right early. It wasn't.
Because when we discussed me taking care of him and everything, and I said to you, I remember saying to you at one time or another how, because I was intimate with him, it didn't bother me to, it was easy to do that, right? And you were like, didn't you ask me that?
I know we on tape and all that, but on a real tip, I don't remember when I was told that, because if I was told that in the beginning, I would have been like, I don't think I would have dealt with it. So I don't think that happened in the beginning. It was in the early stages. You had to say like, yeah, by the way, I'm sleeping with him.
I remember sleeping with him. You said that I was sleeping with him then. I'm talking about just in general, that during the time of me taking care of him, that I had slept with him. That's what he did.
I felt, okay, all right, now, okay, I got you, okay, all right. No, I was basically saying, like, I felt like you had needs too, and you had a relationship with him, and it's like, you're human. That's how I looked at it. It's like, I think when you act like, I just looked at it just like that. It's like,
How'd you feel about me washing and cleaning and making and all that stuff?
I don't know. I wasn't. I know he needed help, and I know he was a blessing for him. That's really how I felt. I didn't want to go against the grain because I know how karma worked and everything. I didn't want it to be because of me that that you didn't take care of him. And probably was just being like just selfish or being jealous or something like that. I didn't want that.
You said that a long time. I thought it was very nice. I thought that was very nice of you to just not care, because you don't really care about them, but you care about a person. You care about...
That's a bad state. That's a bad state. It can happen to anybody, and it's like, I think no one should look, like, above anything, tomorrow could be just like that, So and to have someone, we all should be lucky to have someone that can care for us, that really do care. That's the problem right there. That's the thing that scares everybody. Who's going to be there for me? So I think once he realized that, you know, he was gonna be there for him, I'm sure that in the long run, I know he had to feel good about that. So, you know, I believe in karma, and, you know, and I try to live accordingly. So it's like, I ain't want to step in that zone. That wasn't going to be a reason. I wasn't going to be a reason why you didn't do the things you did.
And you were never jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm
Yeah,
never
never
jealous.
jealous. But you were never jealous.
I think jealousy comes from not being secure with yourself. You know, it's like, you know, you feel like, you know, you're a good person, and, you know, you bring something to the table, and, you know, then it's about choice. You know, I'm never jealous of another man. You know, I never look at another person's life and say, I wish this was for me, or anything that kind of. I never act like
You
that.
were never jealous. You never told me not to go. Never told me not to do it. And when you would call me and I would be doing something with him, and I'd say, oh, I'm at the hospital or whatever, you'd be like, oh, all right, well, just let me know when you get in the house. And hang up the phone.
I have moments sometimes though. I'm human. I have moments sometimes like, God, come on, taking care of him. I just had those my private moments. I'm human, but you know, overall, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me. You know, it didn't bother me. Overall, it didn't bother me. You know, because it was like, you know, you knew it was going to last forever. You know, it was a moment in time. It was a moment in time. We got to, you know, because it's like, you know.
I had a timetable on it, but I didn't tell you about it because I didn't want to be stuck to it just in case I felt like at that particular point I wasn't ready to go. And it was time for me to go. I thought it'd be open for me. But then you came and put a time on it, and I was like, what's that? And what you did though, and you were like, you know, years. And that's it. And I was like, okay, but what you did was, the year that you gave me was actually the time that I gave myself. So it kind of worked out in a sense, because you know how I am.
Normally you probably did.
I'm like, who you talking to? I do what I want to do, right? But it was like, this gonna work for me anyway, because this is how I gave myself the stop. So it kind of worked itself out. Thank goodness, so I was screaming at you, and you were screaming at me. Wow, what you looking at?
You know, it's like, you know, that was always a issue, you know, with me, because you would like sacrifice yourself so much just for someone else, and I wasn't used to that, you know, like I said, you know, I'm the only child, you know, the whole story behind that. So he taught me something about humanity, you know. I taught a lot, man. It was a learning lesson for me also. Everything happens for a reason. I needed that, you know, in my life. You know, to see someone actually, you know, truly just do something for the bottom of their heart. You know, that was great. You know, I was fortunate. I was picked to be involved with that. You know, I was chosen. For some reason, another one did that to me. So, I just think we always say that, you know, take a certain personality that had dealt with that situation. You know, it just happened to me. I just had that personality. That's how I looked at it.
I don't think that I could have. I would never have thought me one like I would, you know. I just, yeah. A lot of things that I did, not just actually physically him, but the ability to be able to walk away from it, was with you. And it was it was our relationship, and it was my love for you, but it was more what you said to me, the things you said to me, and taught me along them. I know that's about. I shortchanged myself so much. Children, yeah. So I really just
Well, that all stems from me being a Gemini, you're Aries. You know, if you look at the signs, whatever I lack, you got. Whatever you lack, I have. You know, just like you real nice and soft, and I'm nice and mean. You know? So it's like, if somebody want to try, like, if somebody teach this, if I see someone that's like they about using you or taking advantage of your kindness, it ain't gonna work with me. You know, because I ain't about that. So, you know, it's like, that's why I have to put a time limit on everything, because it's like, that's just who I am. You know, I'm tolerant to an extent, you know, and after that, all bets are off. So that's just how it is.
You get me towards the end, though.
Well, because it's like, you know,
you get me, boy. Got 3 days to stop. Say that, but I know, but you is me. You just get mean, like, yeah.
Being human. You know, it's a tough spot to be in.
And I went over.
Huh?
I went over.
Yeah, you know, there's something to watch out for, you know. But see, God made things happen that, you know, revealed a lot of things to you that made it a little easier for you to do the things you had to do. You know, it wasn't me. It was God, but it's all, that's why the whole situation was God. You know, because all the strength and everything and all the ups and downs and how things just meshed, you know, how we met, you know, how at that particular time, you know, you had told me that you felt like you was going to move with me. No, you didn't, though. You didn't right there, so, you know, that was, you made it like a few more weeks from that, the way you was telling me.
Yeah,
so that would have been more difficult.
You would have
You couldn't have had no relationship.
I wasn't wanting.
I'm just saying.
I wasn't attempted to have
See,
one.
but I'm saying
when I said to myself, we need to move in because it'll be
more convenient for you.
But it wasn't. I wasn't. What happened was I kept pushing for him to go up to his place. He wanted to come over me once he got back up to his place. But before his mama let him, I was like, everybody was kind of going here because I couldn't keep going around and I couldn't keep going back and forth. And yeah, it was just didn't make life so much easier, and I would not have dated anyone that I would do.
Exactly, you know. So you know, so it's like, you know, that should show you.
And then him being there every day would have just, oh.
I'm just saying, so that's to show you how fragile the situation was as far as economy is concerned. You know, it's like that's it. A few weeks here, a few weeks from there, you would have been a different dynamic. You would have saw me, but it would have made a difference.
No, I'm just thinking of, when I say, like, that things like this may have nothing to do with him physically, I'm talking about, I would have been in a relationship with him. Yeah, that's what you know, like, oh, you would have been stuck with him. Not stuck with him like that, like, I don't want to be in a relationship with him. And I didn't want to be in a relationship with him. And moving him in didn't mean I wanted to be in a relationship with him. But it would have just been a relationship. Because it would have just been a relationship.
I mean, you know, his family, they would have pushed it. So it would have been, you would have felt obligated. You know, if you saying, you know, why, especially if you wanted to bring them back. It's like, why would you want to bring them back? Nobody told you the truth. You know, you used to feel the truth the whole time.
And he wouldn't have known, because he would have just, it would have been him fighting to stay, not realizing that he could be upstairs on his own. So it happened the way it should have happened. He was upstairs and he loved being by himself for him. And he was good. He was nasty. He started doing something. It was just felt good to be upstairs. That was the best thing.
Well, I think that's long enough.
Yep.
Still going to do more?
That, and then, yeah, we've been talking to y'all for this. We went from up
Well. She a regular Tyler Perry, y'all. I can't even watch my game on Christmas, man. She messing with me, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Peace out.